All right, guys. All right, ladies. I don't know where I'm gonna go with this video. This all kind of just blends in with all the stuff I've been talking about lately in my other videos. But today is it's just one of them days where I just got a note from my landlord, I'm behind on rent like 600 some dollars, and that got me like stressing out, and I have to go food shopping and other things, and I'm just sitting here just like sitting and thinking like this is just completely futile doing this stuff over and over again. And I'm doing this video to show there's so many of us that are going through this same thing. And I know there's nothing that I can say. I know that there's nothing I can do for anybody else but talk about what I'm feeling at the moment and how I just see this as being completely senseless, and there's really no point. I'm gonna go do it, and then sooner or later I'm gonna have to do it all over again, and I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life, and I haven't found a point yet to where I can get used to telling myself this, and see, the reason that I'm doing this is because I don't want to only show the one side of me. I want to show this side of me too, because I'm not feeling this at all. I'm just not feeling the day, and I know, hey, some of you may need to see me not in the mood at all in order to lift you up. You know what I mean? Maybe sometimes we need to see others' weaknesses and other people's vulnerabilities, and because it's like I'm kind of like paralyzed right now. I just don't want to move. I don't want to do nothing. I just woke up. I got a knock on my door. I was sleeping, and then I got this note, and it's like I just don't want to do anything, and I have to do everything today, you see? And I don't know. Maybe this will help somebody to get up off their ass, I don't know, and to do what they have to do for the day, because really we're on borrowed time, and we're doing this for the day. We're doing this for the second, and this is what I mean. And this is why I came on here like this. I have no idea what I was going to say. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about nothing much. I didn't comb my hair. I didn't do nothing. I just got up. I said, you know what? Let me just get on here and vent and just talk, even if it's about nothing. Who gives a shit? I don't give a shit if it's about nothing. I don't care. I just don't care anymore. And it's like, maybe if we could all, just maybe if we could all be more vulnerable and just say, look, I don't want to do this. I'm paralyzed. I don't want to move. I don't want to do nothing. And then we could all just admit that to ourselves and to other people. Maybe something different and new would happen. Just maybe. Just maybe something different would happen. Maybe we would want to do something. I'm tired of trying to make sense of this. I'm tired of, I'd said in a lot of my other videos, I'm tired of putting on this facade and this mask. I'm to the point where it just, I'm throwing that all to the side and I'm throwing that to the curb, and I just don't want it anymore. I just don't want it anymore. And I don't want somebody to tell me that, oh, it's going to get better and you're going to be all right. And, oh, well, get up off your ass and do something. And I realize I just said that a little bit ago, for this hope, I would like to think that this would get somebody going and get up off their ass. But I don't want this to be a forceful thing. And it's like, this is what I mean by this expectation and standard stuff. It's like we always think that we have to try to get through the day. And this is what I've been talking about a lot lately, is like, why do I have to try to get through this day? Why do I have to try? Can I just wake up and enjoy life and say, hey, today is the day, and how can I make the best out of this day for myself, And it's really horrible to say this. Well, I don't know if I want to say horrible, but I'll just be honest with y'all, because I can't be nothing but honest. I can't hold back when I'm feeling anymore. But I see it like the end of the world when I gotta go food shopping and get food, or go to the bank and cash this little check that I got from my insurance, my car insurance. It's $28. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful for that. But it's like the end of the world when I have to do these little things that are supplying my needs for life. Like it's just crazy, And I realize that this whole thing, it is insane. It's insanity. We're doing the same thing over and over every day. And that's why I always tell all of us, do what it is you like to do, and do it well, and do it as much as you can to keep yourself busy from not having to think about all this stuff. Because if I just sit here and I keep thinking about all this, it's just going to drive me mad, and I'm just going to stay paralyzed. And I understand that I have to move. I got to get a shower. I got to brush my teeth. I got to go to the food store. I don't have no coffee, and I can't lie. I'm a coffee fiend. If I don't have my cup of coffee, I'm kind of miserable, and I didn't drink a cup of coffee. But I'm just so tired of thinking that I have to come on here and I have to be, I have to look my best and talk my best and all that. And it gets so heavy. And this is why I think so many of us get so heavy in the first place, is because of this, is because we're holding on to this persona. We're holding on to this, I have to get through the day. I have to do something. I have to, be someone, instead of just naturally doing it. Why can't it just be natural? And I understand that asking why is futile too, because there is no answer to the why. And I know a lot of people, they'll see this message as depressing. And a lot of people probably don't even want to hear it. And, but what does it matter? Because they go through the same stuff too. Everybody goes through the same stuff. And that's what it is. It's just, like a chore for me to even get a shower, brush my teeth, go to the store and get food, go and cash this little check. And then I have to see my mother too here in a little bit. And it's like, I just don't want to do anything. I just don't want to do nothing, And I realize that I am in one of my kind of, down slopes again. And there is no point to this video. There is no reason for this video. We always think that something has to be for a reason, or there has to be some end goal to it. Or if it doesn't, if it doesn't make us like we think this, like if it doesn't make us feel so much better, we're not going to do it. And I think that's the wrong approach. I think the approach is to go into this thing in your most weakest, your most vulnerable, like times where you just want to cry and you want to get it out, because you let it build up and you let it build up and you let this thing build up and build up and build up, and then you crash. And then what happens when you crash? You try to build it up again. And I'm tired of building up the palace, so to speak, so that it can fall again. I don't want to build it up. I want to stay lowly. I want to stay level and lowly, if that makes sense to anybody. I just want to be genuine with myself as much as you. And me being genuine, it's almost like that you got to get real with yourself, and a lot of people don't want to get real with themselves today. There's so many people that don't want to get real with this. You're not going to see too many people just get on here and tell you how it is. And, like right now, I'm just like, fuck this. Fuck paying this rent. Fuck going to the store, and fuck going and cashing this check, and fuck everything. And as I'm saying this, I'm starting to feel a tiny bit better saying this. Saying fuck this shit. But then at the same time, I keep in my head, somewhere in my head, I'm thinking of the word grateful and thankful. And I'm saying fuck this at the same time. So do you see how contradicting this is? I talk about this all the time. But yet, we still are probably so one-sided that we can't talk about both sides. I'm a complete contradiction, y'all. I'm a complete contradiction. I'm like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Seriously, fuck this. But yet, I know when I go to the store, I'll get my Folgers coffee, and I'll have a cup, and I'll be thankful. And I'll have my little streak where I pay my rent, and I'll be okay again. And then this will come again. And I'll have to do all this over, and I won't want to do it. And I know how a lot of you think. You're like, oh, well, quit bitching and complaining and just go do it already. And then some people will go, oh, baby boy, you'll be all right. Give me a hug. And then somebody will go, well, life gets hard sometimes and you just got to do it. And then some people will go, well, get up off your ass, boy. It's everybody has a different response. And I realize that each and every one of you are different. I realize this, because I'm different. There isn't another me in this world. But that's just me trying to attempt to make you feel better again. And I realize I can't. I just realize I can't do it. So maybe me showing you my bad side, my dark side, my lonely, whatever side you want to call it, maybe that will help someone today. I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? Only human. That's why I say these things. Only human. Somebody but nobody. Why do you think I say this stuff? To me, it means something. It actually means something. As crazy as it sounds, the SBN lifestyle, it means something to me. And that's what I want y'all to see for yourselves, is that find, even in the valley of the shadow of death, even in the high times, even in the times where you're not feeling it, be as brutally honest with yourself as you possibly can and find you. Even though we don't have much time to find ourselves, find you. Because I have found me, but there's a lot of things that I still don't like. There's still a lot of things that I just can't get past, and they're always present, and I can't seem to knock them. I can't seem to get it away from me. And like I said, this thing right here, man, this thing right here, woman, this thing right here, boys, girls, grandparents, grandmothers, anybody who's watching, it is its own entity almost. Your brain can do some things that you necessarily don't even want to think about and stuff. It can bring thoughts to your head that you don't even want to think about. And then a lot of people, this is why I said in my video about drug withdrawal and why I'm on something, because some people, they can't help this shit, y'all. And that's why we got to stop judging others and pointing the finger and saying, oh, well, there's something wrong with him or her. But I'm not like that. And I just had a conversation with one of my neighbors here the other day. We got into kind of like a real life, conversation. And I was talking to him about all the things that I talk about on this video. And it seems like when I talk with people like this, it does something to put something to rest and to move on. It doesn't turn into an argument. It doesn't turn into this thing where we're hating each other or we're choosing a side. It doesn't turn into that. It turns into us just talking like human beings and doing what we both have to do to get past the nonsense and to see things for how they really are, and then letting it go. That's all a part of the letting go part too, And I can't tell you what order to go in, because I don't have an order. I don't have a specific order for anything, because sometimes my brain and my thoughts are scattered all over the place, and I just can't help it sometimes. That's my brain doing certain things. The brain is everything. We metaphorically say the heart, like if you don't feel it in your heart, or this guy's heart is ice cold, it's coming from our brain. Our brain is the master of everything. Our brain. So if you don't treat your brain right, then you're going to have problems. If you don't eat healthy and stuff like that, you already know things like this. You're not going to be right. But there's just some things that I cannot get right. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. And that's life. And I have to deal with it. And that's why I got on here and I talked about it with y'all real quick. And that's just one little thing in my mind. That's not everything. That's just one little thing. So I just wanted to get real here for a minute, even though it's longer than a minute. The one subscriber, he always says, I like how you start out with saying real quick and then I go on for 20 minutes. So if you did get this far in the video, you just got to move to feel better, I guess. Because right now, when I get off of this video, I got to move. I got to go do all this stuff. So that's what I'm about to go do right now. So thanks for watching, y'all. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. Please like if you like, and all that fun stuff. And I have a link in my description if anyone would like to donate anything. I would appreciate that. I don't know if you have a PayPal thing and all that, just that's just me letting my pride down and saying I actually do need help if you would like to help, but that's absolutely up to you. So it's whatever. I'll talk with y'all. Thanks. Later. SPN Lifestyle.